Hey everybody, welcome back to the Garage Drum Builder. Today I'm going to talk about a layout and truing jig. It's a large piece of MDF here that on one side is a series of circles and angles that we use to mark out hardware locations on drums. The other side is a sheet of glass, and that we will attach sandpaper to and use it to true the bottom of a drum to prepare it for bearing edges.
Now we'll make the truing and marking jig. It uses a 24-inch square piece of half-inch MDF, a 24-inch square piece of double-strength glass, and a roll of 120 grit PSA sandpaper. To begin, coat one side of the MDF with a thin layer of contact cement using a disposable brush or roller. Lay the glass on a flat surface and place the MDF on top with the cement in between. The glass will ensure a flat surface to true the edges of drums, and the MDF will give the glass support so it won't be quite so fragile. To prevent any cuts from the glass, use some 120 grit sandpaper on a piece of scrap wood to sand all the corners. Now attach strips of 120 grit PSA sandpaper to the glass. This will be used to level the edges of drums to prepare them for bearing edges. The MDF needs to be marked as a layout table. This is what we use to mark the hardware locations on a drum. We will need 3 sets of angled lines for determining our lug locations. There will be one set for 6 lug drums, one for 8 lug drums, and another for 10 lug drums. Next, we need a ruler for marking things like snare butts, bass drum spurs, and snare beds. Ideally, it would be marked in inches, quarter inches, and 1/8 inches. Finally, we need 12 large circles to show us where to place a shell on the jig. You'll need one circle for each diameter of drum: small toms, snare drums, large toms, and bass drums. Attaching a layout mat to the MDF is pretty straightforward. Simply coat the surface with spray adhesive, then lay the mat onto the MDF. Finally, use some type of roller to smooth out any air bubbles.
Alright, now we have a flattening table, so next time we'll get into some actual work on a drum. As always, if you have any questions or comments, send me an email at dustin@thegaragedrumbuilder.com, and we'll see you next time.